Right in the heart of Chinatown, along the historically rich Bukit Pasoh Street, lies one of the pioneers in Singapore's boutique hotel movement. Founded by Loh Lik Peng, the new Majestic Hotel is known for its architectural award-winning design.
New Majestic Hotel started in 2006. This building has been around since 1928 and we are on to our 8th year now. So it is, when we came into the scene then, it was something new and it started opening up more options to hospitality, and it gave a renewed perspective, like, you know, everyone's starting to get interested in like what's boutique hotel, they're curious, they are excited that there's, you know, the design element, so I guess that helped us along the way.
The new Majestic Hotel is a very exciting project. It was Ministry of Design's very first project, maiden project. We were interested in a model where the sense of the old was as relevant, where deemed so, as relevant as the projection of the new. If you think about it, there is no such thing as new existing on its own. Even if it's a completely new building, it always exists on some kind of street or landscape which predated it. You would recognize that there is always a dialogue between the contemporary insertion or the updating of the old. We introduced a pool and also garden decks, which wouldn't have existed in the historic shophouse typology, and that allowed also for greater ventilation and light to be brought in, because compared to the shophouse of old, the contemporary city dweller is used to a certain amount of light. I think one of the more striking examples of where old meets new, I would say you would find in the lobby. It's a real major statement piece. We found after we removed the false ceiling of the lobby that it was peeling with layers of paint, and it's quite interesting because the multiple layers of paint, the first one that you see is the newest one, and the one behind that is actually the oldest one. So it's like an inverse archaeological dig. The higher you go, the older that color reveals. It's like rings on a tree bark or something like that. And we found that very beautiful, and so what we did was we decided to strip it down so that it wouldn't flake onto people's heads, and then frame it in this canvas of white, almost making it sacred. And for us, that's another way of understanding what heritage is. It's not about the beautified and restored version of heritage, but it's heritage in all its true grit. Loh Lik Peng, before opening this hotel, had already for years past been very interested in classic, especially Northern European furniture, and had on his own accord been collecting furniture for years. And so when we laid out the lobby, there was this existing warehouse almost of pieces to choose from, and it was incredibly fun, and these pieces could see the light of day and didn't have to, you know, be stored away somewhere. Typically in a highly designed hotel, it's the artifacts like the fancy chair or fancy artwork that's the highlight of the room, and you and I, as the guest in the room, we are bystanders, passive bystanders. But with the aquarium room, I wanted to subvert that and make you and I, the guests of the room, the active change makers. You become the center of the room and you become the artifact in the room, and I thought that was quite interesting. So although it's a hotel of 31 rooms, you could have 31 separate experiences each time you come back.
Beyond this, New Majestic Hotel offers the Space Program, a mini pop-up store. It allows local artists to gain exposure and encourage them to showcase their talent.
A couple of other things that we're really trying to experiment with was a purely Singaporean product. And what we mean by that was having all the major creatives all being Singaporean.
The space program is part installation, part museum, part retail. And if you notice, the entire structure is made out of washing boards. And this is to pay homage to our forefathers and their toil and hard work around the area.
Despite their success, New Majestic Hotel has been and will always be embracing its cultural roots.
We always pay homage to the area that we are in. We pay homage, we pay respect to the area that we are in. And with designing the hotel, right, as much as possible, we try to capture the essence of the area and bring it into the hotel.
This building had a past. It's going to have a future beyond us, but what is its present going to be? And it was in our hands, our responsibility to define that.